Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
The following is independently produced programming. The views and opinions expressed are those of the producers and do not reflect the views and opinions of Falls Area Community Television, our staff, or board of directors.
Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Ryan Bourke. Today I have my brother on my show. Today we're gonna talk about the wildfire in Canada. Okay, it's spreading all around the United States because the train crashed in Canada and the wildfire got bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're saying that people over there should wear a mask to protect themselves, and the smoke is really bad. It's like we're supposed to have it again tomorrow, and it's bad. But the people on the train got out okay. The people on the train got out okay. Nobody was hurt. I killed. So that's good. Okay, so now I'm gonna pass it to my brother.
Thank you.
You are.
Now,
Whoops.
what you say? It's tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yeah. What's the Saturday? Oops.
People, someday, I hope to put this to a stop. Yeah. And you know who does that? Go ahead and say it now.
You can. You're allowed.
Who says that? The president. He's trying his very hard to make this go away.
Yeah, and that will be the president. Donald J. Trump is trying the best he can to make the smoke go away.
Yeah, one is correct on that. And now I'm getting forward to the trip I'm going at the end of the month. Wake Hall. And I'm going. It's on a wake, yes. And I'm going forward to that.
Is it next Sunday?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Ryan.
You are.
My uncle was to go up there a lot.
What's your Uncle Mary, Uncle Paul? I can't remember.
Wonderful. Now it's back to Ryan.
Thank you. So yeah, just like what I said earlier, the president Donald J. Trump is doing the best he can to stop this wildfire down up in Canada, and he's he he does very good on trying to stop it, and he's doing a very good job. So yeah. Now I want to talk about the weather forecast for the Monadnock region. It's gonna be sunny today, highs in the 80, 79 to 80, which is good. And this weekend is gonna be sunny, but just be careful out there because of the smoke in the air. It's gonna be like sunny for the whole weekend in the 80s, and next week too in the Monadnock region. And that's my weather forecast for the Monadnock region. Now I want to pass it on to my brother.
Thank you.
You're welcome. By the way, how did I do?
Wonderful.
Thank you.
And today we're going to talk about like we done before, and that's candlepin blowing on 10:05 in Boston, with Gary Carrington, Gary Santor, Dunbat, 1958, October 4th, 12 noon. And the first host is Dan Garris. He was the hostess. He was the prince every Saturdays at 12 noon. And Philip puts it in the director, puts it together, keeps it together. And Wafster, Wapondats and Wafaway sits on the WAP line and watch the ballers with the computer. Say, like when the ball and the word comes out, he'll fence it will move it. Yeah, that's what ways the weapon that's in the waffle and out video on a water tonic scoreboard, keeping score for the Galway and the Onions. And Mr. Keith Williams on the big board for the folks here and for the Galway as well too. And don't worry, our schoolkeeper and statistician and schoolkeeper and statistician. That's correct. And Brian Howard, he put it all together. The equipment, the TV monitors, and the microphone like we have here for Dan Garris to broadcast. Now, before we get going further, I'll pass it back to Ryan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, I had a good week. And you know that, and you know, it's been like a hot week. I mean, like a hot, like summer, like, 'cause it is the summer. It's been like in the 90s and the 100, now back to 80, which is very good. So I am enjoying this nice warm weather that we are having, and yeah, it's like my brother does a good job with his show. I watched his show on Tuesday, and two of my friends were here watching his show, and they say, "Why are you doing your show?" Because I say I do it on Friday, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. So they wanted to see it, but I put it on YouTube. I did put it on YouTube, I should say, and everybody sees that. Even California people, I don't know. and it's. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for watching my show. I'm glad you enjoy it, and I'll keep on doing my show as the years goes on. Maybe to 90 years old. I'll try. I hope I'll make it out for about 4. Then my friends will say, "Wow, he's still doing that? Especially if he's 90 years old." And I say, yeah. So, anything you want to say?
If I can.
If you can.
Now we're gonna move on to the live tape show from Pilgrims in Heffel, Massachusetts. It's 5 strings and 5 bowers. Saturday night in August, and on Sunday, what you prefer, from 5 o'clock to 8 p.m. and the next following week, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Now, that goes for the new home base. That means to say a new channel on WDS TV 50 with a new home of Pilgrims in Heffel, Massachusetts. Canopy Skins, Saturdays at 12 noon. You're watching Canopy Skins. And that's Saturdays, and Sundays at noon. Pack Pitch Ranch, Wyndham, New Hampshire. You're watching Canopy Stars and Strikes with your hosts, Doug Brown and Dan Murphy. And I keep forget the hour one, October 12th, from Wheeler Lanes, Nashua, New Hampshire. You're watching Canopy Stars and Strikes. Sundays at noon and Saturdays at 12 noon with two new hosts, Dick Rust and Mike Mullen. Okay, back to my brother Ryan.
Thank you. So yeah, my brother does a good job with his show. I watch it every Tuesday as much as I can. And yeah, so sometime this year I'm gonna have Ben on my show at some point to do some magic tricks. See, and I had him on before, but that was way back when. He did magic tricks for other things, and this and that, and and yeah, I as my shows go on, I think the first show I did, when I used to talk about the birds, the fly, all kinds of birds, like seagulls, blue jays, white robins, got 359 viewers already. And I want to say thank you so much for seeing that and comment on the bottom. Now, I'm gonna pass it along again to my brother.
Thank you, Ryan.
You're welcome.
And today we can't forget the state state finals from the Wally Bowling Center, Winnewery, New Hampshire.
Whoops.
The state finals after 6 weeks of the latest 6 weeks of the men's and that's encountering skins encountering stars and strikes, and the next day Pack Press Ranch, Wyndham, New Hampshire. It's from Candlepin Stars and Strikes from Pack Press Ranch, Wyndham, New Hampshire. Candlepin Stars and Strikes. 6 weeks of the Tournament of Taper ends, and 6 weeks as we're added to 6 weeks of National New Hampshire radio lanes with Candlepin Stars and Strikes. 6 weeks of the Tournament of Taper ends. Now, Moana's Pizza and Subs, and I can't forget Tenerife Restaurant where the curry eats. And Parcels Bar and Grill. And Winnewery, I think it's 1 or 2. I'm not sure though. That's the street number. Now I pass it back on to Ryan.
Thank you. So yeah, sometimes I watch the news and all that, and that's how I get the information about the wildfire in Canada, and about the train crashed and nobody was hurt, thank goodness. And that's how I got the information from it. And as they say in life, and yes, I hope everything will get fixed up as soon as possible. And yeah, I just love doing my my show for all my friends, neighbors, cousins, aunt and uncles, and all that, and especially my family, my mom, my brother, and my sister, of course. And they say, how do you show go? I say, it went very good. And they say, where you come up with these good ideas? I say, I'll think about it in my head, out of my brain, whatever you want to call it. And yeah. And yeah. There is something I want to say. Of course. This singer, Bonnie Terrell, has passed away at the age of 75 this past week. So that's a sad thing of Bonnie Terrell. She was a very good singer while she was living, and she's probably singing up in heaven, singing a song, you know. So I just heard that too, and I want to pass it along to my brother again. Go ahead.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got
That's me.
what you were just saying now. Two people.
Whoop.
The other one was Winnipeg Maurice.
Oops. Whoops.
We're almost home.
What can you say now? I know he was on Sesame Street.
Yeah. He just passed away.
Didn't I say that?
Whoopsie. 2 Thursdays ago. Now, I want to say thanks to, now what's the good stuff? First, I want to thank Dan Garrett again for the 58 years, 50 minutes of excitement, enjoyment, and 15 minutes of a time one, and it started 58 years ago.
Wow.
Oh.
And
Oh. Wow, yes. And the sponsor for A Hayden was January 26th, Friday night, 7:30, and the next day, January 27th, 96, he was after was supposed to stop on the outreach was John Cernicki and Jeff Fritzes. First, I want to say he had to go one forward. He had a good career. And when speaking of when Canopin Jobbers was first ran, he had a good time after that every Saturdays at 1 o'clock. Every Saturdays, yes. But now back to Wayne again.
thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I think my show's going very, very well. And all that. And today I talked about the wildfire in Canada and the weather forecast. And now quickly I want to talk about what's coming up in a week or two. What's coming up at the church is called the Chester Fair at the Chester Fairgrounds, and that's from July 30th to August 2nd, I believe. And it's fun, but it's pricey, but it's fun. Like there's rides, games, food, of course, and all that. But it's a good experience to go and see, and there's like shows if you want to see them, like concert shows over there. I don't know who's gonna sing. It's a surprise to them, and yeah. So, and all that uh, it's a very nice summer, but it's been very very hard and all that. I just want to say thank you to my brother for coming on my show today. I really enjoy it, and we have a good time. And yeah, so sometime in the future, I wanna invite Mike Saucy on my show again some point, and to talk about the Special Olympics and how it goes and and all that. And yes, I like mostly all kinds of food except for lobster or clam or anything like that. But I don't mind fish, okay? And I love grilled cheese, sandwich, that's my favorite. And pizza, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese I like, and chicken noodle soup, and one special outfit too I like is tomato soup with cheese. And I think that's all we have time for. I want to say thank you very much for enjoying this wonderful show. I'll see you all next week,
Before we go,
next Friday, and have a wonderful weekend.
before we go, I want to thank Dan Gillis for the heart attack part. Every week, and spares strikes over from Marks. Bye bye.
Bye.